Peace. One aspect of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that is little talked about is his emphasis on the power of thought. He spoke about how the mind is so powerful it affects their total being and affects the body at the cellular level. We will dive into his statements and provide experimental evidence that supports his claims. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad stated that 24 billion miles per second is considered the average speed of thought per second. Only men of divine intelligence have what is known as created or original minds, and people who rebel against truth are shut off from divine intelligence, so they must depend on those who have divine intelligence for their thoughts and ideas. You and I live only but once. Eat the good things of life and think good things. Do not fill the brains up with evil thoughts. Think good things, and then you will be good. I hope that you will take this for your own sake. How to eat to live. The earth is full of food, but good health cannot enter our bodies until we have the proper food in the body and the proper food for thought. If we do not have the proper food for our way of thinking, we still cannot enjoy peace, good health, joy, and gladness of heart. To get good results from eating the proper foods, we must have good thoughts. There are some people who claim that they do not receive beneficial results as they should. This is due to wrong mental food that they are eating, which has an effect on their digestive system. To get good results from eating the proper foods, we must have good thoughts. As you notice, the effect of thoughts or your thinking at times has such deep effect on the brain that it affects the surface of your face, skin, and body. Your eyes are also affected by that tremendous thought or way of thinking that you have as it acts upon your brain. Dissatisfaction brings about change, and change brings us into new fields of knowledge and a new way of thinking. Jesus said that as a man thinketh, so is he. This means that a people's thoughts affect their total being, and the essence of their being is passed on to succeeding generations. The seed, child, is then born with a determined ideal which is predicted by the 23 chromosomes, which in their own rights is like the 23 scientists who predicted our future in advance. Let's look at an experiment that demonstrates the power of words on foods.
I approached the experiment by purchasing 3 brand new glass containers. I cooked some rice and added the exact same amount of rice in each container. And every day for about 2 months, I'd spend 60 seconds per container telling them either negative or positive things. The container marked love. I'd say nice things such as, "You're awesome" and "I love you." And to the container marked hate, I'd say horrible things such as, "You don't deserve to live" and "You make me sick." And the container marked ignore, I do just that. It's been about 9 weeks now, and it's finally over. And I'm happy to tell you that it's a success. Alright? And this is what happened. Now, you might think that there's room for coincidence, but this works every time. If you want to try it yourself and narrow down your odds, try using 25 containers or even 50 containers. This works, and it shows that our thoughts literally shapes our life.
Aside from the power of words and their effect on the body, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke on telepathy. He stated, "There are many men on our earth today who are real righteous. They can tune up on us and tell us what we're thinking about from Asia, Africa, and other spots on our earth that has such people among them. This is what Jesus was equipped with, the knowledge of thought. That's why he could always get out of the way of his enemy before they got there. He had already tuned up on them. When he knew they were coming from this way, he'd go that way and they couldn't overtake him because they were not equipped with the instrument to tune in on the thoughts of other people. He could always evade them. There are scientists on the mother plane who know what you are thinking about before the thought materializes. Holy Quran ch. 50:16. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad also spoke on the danger of the knowledge of thought power in the hands of the enemy. He states, because religion and government were used to control both the mind and body, thoughts and actions. The devil knew that thoughts and actions must correspond, and it was through this knowledge that he was able to control the lives of men. In modern times, music is being used as a tool to control the lives of our youth. Let's look at an experiment done on the effects of words and music on water.
This next series of photographs are the work of Japanese researcher Mr. Masaru Emoto from his book, The Message from Water. Mr. Emoto's work provides factual evidence that human vibrational energy, thoughts, words, ideas, and music affect the molecular structure of water. Please remember that water comprises over 70% of a mature human body and covers the same amount on our planet. Water is the very source of all life. This photo shows the beautifully formed geometric design of the Yushi Spring water. This next photo is from the Shimanto River, the last clean spring in Japan. Notice the extraordinary geometric forms. The fact that the molecular structure of water can be affected by our consciousness, our intent, and our sounds is extremely important. This photo is from the Mount Cook Glacier in New Zealand. Mr. Emoto has been visually documenting these molecular changes in water by means of his photographic techniques. He freezes droplets of water, then examines them under a dark field microscope that has photographic capabilities. His work clearly demonstrates the diversity of the molecular structure of water and the effects of the environment upon the structure of the water. This photo is from the fountain in Lourdes, France. This photo is from contaminated water from the Yodo River in Japan. In this photo, we can compare the contaminated water with clean stream water. Look at the difference. Mr. Emoto decided to see what effects music would have upon the structure of water. He placed distilled water between two speakers for several hours while playing different music and then photographing the crystals that formed after the water was frozen. This photo is of water being exposed to Beethoven's Pastorale. This photo is the effect of Bach's Air for the G-string on the water. This photo is water exposed to Chopin's Farewell Song. This next photo is water being exposed and affected to music that was designed for healing. This photo is of water being exposed to the Kawachi folk dance. This photo shows the effect of heavy metal music upon the water. Here now we can compare the effects of healing versus heavy metal music and what happens to the water molecules. Mr. Emoto decided to see how thoughts and words affected the formation of untreated distilled water crystals by typing words onto paper and then taping this paper onto glass bottles overnight. This photo shows the effects of the words, "Thank you." This next photo shows the effects of the words love and appreciation. This photo shows the effects of the words, "You make me sick, I will kill you." And here we can compare the effects of thank you with the "you make me sick, I will kill you." Very, very different geometric forms being occurred through the intention. Now this photo is of a very polluted and toxic water from the Fujiwara Dam. Here now is the same water from the Fujiwara Dam after a Buddhist monk had offered a prayer over it. Prayer, that sound coupled with intention, seems to have an extraordinary ability of restoring water to its natural, harmonious, geometric symmetry. And in this photo we can compare the toxic water and then the effects of praying over the water.
Allah, God, makes it very easy in the next life, that new life. You will be happy all the days that you are in it. The Holy Quran teaches us that He causes the righteous to grow into a new growth. The basis or pillar of that new world is when the old mind has been changed to a new mind, or our thoughts are changed to a new mind, or our thoughts are changed to a new thought or new way of thinking, which brings about a change of the whole body. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe.